So the qualifying lap on Saturday, so the Q3 lap was definitely, for me, what was one of the best in my career. I think the lap itself was fast and it was clean, but knowing I only had one set of tyres and the jump I made, for my lap time in Q2, I really got after it, and yeah, that was fun. And the grip was high. You could really, it was the first time in a little while you can really push. Well, I felt I could really push and feel the F1 car work to its full potential. And I knew when I crossed the line, I was like, that was good. And I knew the Mercedes would be ahead, but I was like, I really think that's going to be third place. And then Simon confirmed it, and I was quite excited. It was cool. And Max was pushing me throughout the session, so there was a bit of pressure, and didn't want to let the young guy beat me on his first one. But the lap was a good one. Barcelona was, I think the outcome of the race was frustrating. And is it easy to move on? I wouldn't say easy. Can you move on? Absolutely. But it's been a few days since the race, and I still wake up with it on my mind. I'm going to bed with it off my mind, but I'm waking up with it on my mind. So it'll take a bit of time. But I think it's more probably as well the last, I think, 3 races I feel we haven't got, at least the end result hasn't been what we deserve. I feel there's always been something better to have and available for me. So it's just like, oh, come on. But at the same time, it's just racing, and that's part of it. It's a tough one. Part of me is happy that the team is winning again, and I think part of me is happy that everyone's super motivated and confidence is high. So that's like, obviously that's a positive that I'm trying to draw myself to. But obviously from a personal side, it was massively frustrating. It's a tough one. It's a team sport, but it's you are doing it for yourself as well, and it's as individual as it is team, and that balance is a tricky one to always try and manage. But obviously from the personal side, it's still a hard one to take. Max is a serious F1 driver, and that's it's actually really good for me. I think it's definitely a good motivation. And I said, when I joined Red Bull, I wanted, I came against Seb, and I wanted to come against the best and challenge myself. And now Max is the newest challenge for me, and I think he's a big one. So I think in a way it's good that he's having this success, because if I can get on top of that, then it's only good for me and probably for both of our careers. Testing went pretty good. We had quite a few new parts on the car, aerodynamic parts. We had a bit with the power unit as well. So it was a good day. Everything ran pretty smooth. We did nearly 100 laps, so good enough. And yeah, as I said, it's sort of the trend now is that we're coming stronger and stronger. And I think some things we found in the test is also pushing us, closer to the front. Monaco is, for me, the best circuit to drive on. The race itself can be a bit more processional. Is that the word? Processional, yeah. But in terms of just purely driving experience, there's no circuit on the calendar that gives me that same feeling, that same adrenaline, and that feeling of wanting more. Monaco is probably the only track on the calendar where you finish the race on a Sunday, and it's like it's only then you feel like you got everything out of it. The whole weekend you're building up, and there's always, you think you can get more, and it's a long process, but it's awesome. I wish, it would keep going on Monday. To be honest, the next 3 I'm really excited for. I love street circuits. So I've always loved Monaco, Montreal. Even before my win, I really enjoyed that track. And Baku's a new one. So again, street circuits they're unique. They also change a bit every year, because normally a lot of cars and traffic has been on the track. So whether there's oil or there's more bumps or something, the track does change. So that's really cool. You've got to adapt each time, and it does take a while to build up. The walls are around you, and last thing you want to do is crash, in the first lap in practice. So naturally you build, and you gain confidence through the weekend. And I think that whole feeling is really cool. After each practice, you're looking where you can improve, and each time you get in the car, you've got to push it to that next level. And not all circuits give you that, but so definitely the next three look really fun. I think so far the season's been better than expected. Again, I don't think my results have, on paper. I've had 4 fourths in 5 races. The first 2 fourths I think were really good, and since then I think those fourths should have been better. So I don't feel we've got the most points as we could have, but definitely in terms of competitiveness, we're better than we thought. So I still sit here now, positive and happy with our position, and definitely excited. I'm not going to get too excited, but a little bit excited that I think we can fight for a lot more podiums this year.